So this is going to be a quick look at the game Sanctum 2. I'm not really all that big into first-person shooters. I was never really good at them. But this game I found to be a lot of fun. It actually combines first-person shooting elements, easy for me to say, with tower defense. And it is a lot of fun. In fact, because I'm not that great at first-person shooters, the towers give me some backup. Now you've got a different set of characters you can use. I think this character, Tsigan, was from DLC. She basically fights with a giant crossbow. Higgins here, his primary weapon is a big shotgun. Deals more damage when he's close to enemies, so if you like up close and personal, he's your guy. Simo is a marksman, so if you're using this guy, you want to stay farther back and snipe away. Sweet Autumn I haven't used that many times. According to our tooltips here, her shots can set the target on fire, so it's like she can do a damage over time effect. Then there's the primary main character, your first choice here, is Sky Autumn. Deals more damage for each hit on the enemy, and she can double jump. I just got used to the double jump, so I usually pick Sky Autumn. So your primary weapon is locked in, but your secondary weapon, the more levels you clear, you unlock a bunch of different weapons. So once I hit 29, I'll unlock this new trinket. But I haven't been playing a lot, so that might take me a while to get there. What's nice is some of the weapons you can eventually unlock. I think these are the first two I unlocked in my progression. Where was it? I think here. Is this it? No, that's mine. There, the shotgun. Eventually, you can unlock the weapons, the primary weapons of the other characters. So for a lot of maps, excuse me. For a lot of maps, I'll take the assault rifle and the sniper rifle, so I can pretty much cover my bases. But since I'm demoing a map I'm familiar with, I'll use the shotgun because I'm more likely to be up close and personal with them. Now the towers. You unlock different towers as you go along. This is one of my favorites. This one's good against heavy enemies, and it's basically a giant rifle. It does a lot of damage, it can reach really far, but it takes forever to reload. Then you've got this one of my other favorites that I like to use a lot of times. It powers up the longer it hits the same target. It's basically an energy beam that gets stronger and stronger as it goes along. This one, the makeshift cannon, I like because it helps slow the enemies down, because it's basically wave defense. They come out in waves, and you have to keep them from hitting and it's like an energy core. You have to keep the enemies from getting to it and hammering on it, because once they destroy it, you're done. Outside of that, you can basically respawn as many times as it takes. There's no life limit as far as I can remember. And this one increases the range of neighboring towers. I could probably swap that up for something else. I guess I'll use something like... Well, this is the generic tower that you first get. It's just a decent all-around tower. Range and damage is increased when you upgrade it, but it shoots slower. It's just a good all-around tower. And then there's this one, which is good if you get a lot of fast-moving, if you have weak, fast-moving enemies, the Gatling is really handy. Haven't used it in a while, so I'll take that. Now, another thing you can unlock is a set of perks. These are the ones I'm going to be running with. Slowing rounds, it slows the enemy by 20% on a hit, lasts just shy of 3 seconds, deals 2,500 damage to all nearby enemies when you switch weapons. So if you're surrounded and you switch weapons, it sends out like a pulse, which can be handy if you're trying to get a lot of creatures off your back quickly. Thor module. Towers emit a shockwave that deals 1250 damage to nearby enemies when it kills an enemy. And the cooldown on that is very short, so I like that one. I guess I could swap this one out. What do we got here? One every 3 hits deals 100% of weapon damage is bonus damage. Yeah, why not? Again, I'm not like an expert as far as all the perks and stuff. I don't really play around with them. This is like a game that I play casually for fun. But yeah, thought it'd be neat to take a look at this for anybody who was interested in considering getting into it. So, that there is my core. It's got 4,000 hit points, and I want to keep the enemy away from it. The red line that you're seeing is the path that the enemies will take. Just going to hit shift and run a little bit. So, there's 3 of these guys that are going to come out of there for that first wave. So, if you look at the bottom of the screen with your mouse wheel, I can scroll through. And this is just your basic building block on the far left. So I'm going to drop that there. And now the enemies are going to have to run all the way down here if they want to get to the core. So just to narrow it off, I like to make choke points. It's just a basic strategy. You ideally want to make choke points. Force them into a narrow area and line it with towers. Now you don't have a ton of play because you can't actually block the area off. That would defeat the purpose. So for example, where it's highlighted here, I could put one there, but I would not be able to put one here in addition to that. So you basically want to build a maze so that they have to go the long way around. I'm going to put one there, and that's all I can build right now as far as basic blocks, but I can still put my weapon towers down. So I'm going to put one of these quick shots here, and the energy beam. Yeah, I guess I'll put it here. Yeah, why not? So that's all I can build for right now. As you can see, the heads-up display there is showing up as red. But as you continue on, you'll get more building blocks and be able to put down more towers, or you basically get resources that you can either spend on new towers or upgrading the ones you have. Once you highlight your targeting focus on it, they light up blue, and I think it's the left mouse button that lets you put more into it. So I'm going to hit enter, and it's time to get started. Alright, that guy went down fairly easily. And here's another one. Oh. There we go. You have unlimited ammo in a sense. But as you saw there, I ran out of bullets, and you get a prompt to switch weapons. And when you switch weapons, it gives the other weapon you were using a chance to recharge. I'm going to put the sniper here. And I'm going to finish off that there. And yeah, then here. And so this probably would have been a better spot to put one of the weapon towers here, because they're going to have to come out and run through this narrow area. And next I'm going to start building some stuff back there, because they already give you a couple of towers in advance. So let's upgrade that a bit. And now it's going to get a little bit more intense. So far, so good. Oh. And shotgun time. Oh. There we go. Ah. Dodge that bullet. Oh, got me. And there we go. Again, like if you're good at first-person shooters, this will be a lot easier for you. I struggle with the shooting. That's why I rely heavily on my towers to get me through these. All right, so I'm gonna put. Guess I'll put him there. And now I want to make another choke point back here. There's a tower there and there. So I want to try to get them as close to that as possible. One there. One there. And I want them to get close to that tower, so I'm going to put one here. Oh, it looks like I'm almost out of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter to start it off. Got a little too close there. I think a couple of them got past me. Oh, maybe not. Nice. Alright, that went better than I thought it was going to. A couple of little guys are making me nervous, so I'm going to put another one here that's good for the fast enemies. And I think I'll put a cannon here. And since I can still build some more stuff, I'm going to throw some more blocks down. And I want to make a long corridor go. And the reason why I'm doing this is, you know, it's pretty obvious. Nothing fancy about it. Is now I can start to stack more weapon towers along this line here. And by doing that, once they step into this corridor, you know, they'll be taking pot shots at them. And then if worst case scenario, if they get by me, they have to go all the way down this corridor. And I can get these towers along this wall here, will get more shots. And I can then start putting weapons here if I had to. But this is an easy map. So figuring out the maze you want to make effectively is very easy. Got a couple more. But honestly, it shouldn't come to this point. Let's use that double jump. Yeah, you also, as you can tell, you can stand on the towers. I usually don't. But it's just a preference. Like, for example, if you put maybe another block here, it would make a bit of a platform, and I could stand in the center here, and they shouldn't really be able to reach me, as you saw those big guys run up and take a smack at you. If like I was to stand here, for example, they just run up and try to punch me. And there's those other little ones that can, they have a projectile attack. It's like they breathe gas or something. That's one down. Okay, these are the guys with the breath attack. So I didn't manage my ammo very well. These big guys take a lot of damage. I always do poorly at managing my ammo. There's another one down. I'm going to switch early, just in case. Yeah, I love the shotgun. I just wish I had more ammo. Okay, so since I've got this set up to do more damage on the rebound, I'm going to put cannon here. I can do one more. So far, I'm doing decent at holding them in this area, so I guess they're gonna go around there. What? Put one right there. Yeah, that'll work. Nice. Oh, actually, I should have put that into there. Oh well. Again, it's a toss-up between whether you want to put new towers down or upgrade the ones you already have. In some of the later maps, it becomes more of an issue of you can only put X amount of towers down, period. So then as you go on, the only option you really have is to layer new ones. Now these guys are a bit bigger and slower moving, so gotta put a lot of punishment into them. Another thing, I've only done it a couple of times, but I have an alternate fire option. Let's see here. If you right-click, it gives you an alternate fire. So with the shotgun, it charges up, and it makes it a very powerful attack. As you can see there, which is handy if you're dealing with something that's big and slow. For the assault rifle, ooh, that was a big hit. Yeah, for the assault rifle, it's more like it's almost like you're using like the old school M16s with a grenade launcher. It's kind of like that. It's basically, your shot becomes basically like a grenade. Alright, so I'll probably use a bit more support back here, because now they're going to be coming a little bit faster. Guess not the sniper rifle couldn't hurt. These big marksman towers, those are always fun. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with the maze. Although I could do that platform. Oh no, I can't actually. Yeah, that's right, because that would cut that off. So can't build there, but I could. Guess it's not worth it. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 16 more. 16 guys coming this wave. Let's do this. Nice. I was making short work of them. Okay, here's where it's going to get tricky. Because we get those slow-moving ones. But there's still other stuff coming at me as well. And I tell you, it freaks me out when they get close. There we go. Tower's doing its job. And there you go. That was a very easy level. They get much more elaborate and complicated as you go along. And the feats of strength, there's some optional difficulties you can add on. And, like, you can make the enemies faster, stronger. There's a couple of other ones. I forget what they all do. But basically it makes the maps more challenging. So it helps with the replayability. You can take a map that you've beaten several times and make it a bit more challenging, which is also good for multiplayer. If you've got a couple of people with you, those challenges are a lot easier to manage, and then they're fun. The multiplayer aspect of this is a lot of fun because you gotta pool your resources, work together to build stuff. So yeah, I didn't get too much experience for that, but I wasn't really playing for EXP. It's just to show a demo of basically what the gameplay mechanics are all about. And then I can look over my stats. Didn't die, which is nice. Damage dealt. Blue is me, white's the tower. It looks like I was far damaged with the towers, but that's normal, because I struggle with first-person shooters. But when I saw this, there was a game that mixed out tower defense, I had to try it out, and it's a fun game. It's been out for a while. Pretty sure you can get it on Steam, which will be pretty cheap if you can catch it during a Steam sale. And even if it's not on sale, it's a good game. It's definitely worth whatever the asking price is. So yeah, that's it.